Noticing that your legs are growing weaker, heavier, or more tender may be more than just aging. It could be a real warning sign. If activities like standing for extended periods, walking short distances, or climbing stairs are starting to feel like a challenge, it's time to pay attention. What you're about to hear might surprise you and could shed light on why this is happening. The truth is, certain risky foods, a pair of vitamins often regarded as essential, and a combination of common habits might be silently draining the strength from your legs. It's hard to imagine, but even supplements you take with good intentions might actually be weakening your muscles, stressing your joints, and leaving your legs shaky, tired, and sore. What's most alarming is that these threats are woven into your daily routine. With every bite or drink, you might unknowingly be feeding the very weakness you're feeling. And it doesn't end there. The two vitamins you may currently be supplementing with, believing you're helping your bones and overall health, could in fact be accelerating muscle degradation and making things worse. This video will help you uncover the truth behind these so-called health boosters and the foods working against you. You'll come to understand the root causes behind that nagging fatigue, swelling, tightness, and recurring pain. Most importantly, you'll learn what steps to take and what habits to leave behind in order to reclaim your strength, vitality, and independence. If you want to keep your legs strong and age with grace, stay with me until the end. Sugary treats and desserts have always been associated with joy and comfort. But after 60, what once felt harmless may become a hidden threat to your leg strength. Overconsumption of refined sugars triggers inflammatory responses throughout the body, especially in the joints and muscles. Ongoing inflammation makes your legs more prone to discomfort, sensitivity, and breakdown over time. Moreover, sugar plays a big role in increasing insulin resistance, which zaps your muscles of energy. Without enough energy, muscles weaken and function less effectively. Sugar also fuels unwanted weight gain, which adds pressure to your joints and muscles. Every extra pound makes it harder for your lower limbs to do their job. For seniors who are already naturally experiencing a decline in muscle mass, this is especially troubling. Beyond that, sugar heightens the body's production of toxins, which further fans the flames of inflammation. The more inflammation that builds, the harder it becomes to maintain stable, capable legs. Then there are fried foods. As tempting as fries may be, the damage they inflict on the aging body, particularly after 60, can't be ignored. Rich in unhealthy fats like trans and saturated fats, fried foods raise inflammation markers significantly. This leads to stiff, achy legs and increases your risk of injury. The fats in fried foods also restrict circulation, making it harder for muscles to get the oxygen they need. Poor blood flow limits recovery and strength building, making it tough for muscles to stay healthy. Worse yet, fried foods contribute to clogged arteries, blocking nutrients from reaching your legs. In the long term, this weakens support structures and speeds up joint degeneration. Donuts, deep-fried snacks, and items like chicken nuggets are major offenders. To make matters worse, fried items are usually low in nutrients, short on protein, vitamins, and minerals that your muscles rely on. A diet centered around these types of foods creates a nutritional imbalance that encourages further muscle loss. With less muscle comes less stability, leaving your legs wobbly and your footing uncertain. As people age, especially after 60, the consumption of alcoholic beverages becomes even more hazardous, particularly for muscle and joint health in the legs. The body's ability to process alcohol diminishes with age, leading to more pronounced negative effects. One of the key concerns is that alcohol disrupts the absorption of essential minerals, including calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. Without these nutrients, muscles lose strength and bones become more fragile, which increases the risk of fractures and falls. Processed meats, while convenient, also pose serious risks for leg health, especially in older adults. Foods such as bacon, ham, and sausages are rich in sodium and chemical preservatives, which contribute to chronic inflammation throughout the body. This inflammation directly affects the joints, causing persistent pain and stiffness in the leg muscles, knees, and ankles. Processed meats also contain high levels of saturated fats, which restrict blood flow to the muscles, raise bad cholesterol, and disrupt circulation. Without proper blood flow, leg muscles don't receive the necessary nutrients and oxygen, impairing their ability to repair and maintain themselves. Over time, this leads to a gradual weakening of the lower extremities, limiting mobility and making it harder to perform basic daily activities. Moreover, these foods contribute to the accumulation of toxins in the body, putting additional strain on the liver and kidneys, organs responsible for filtering out harmful chemicals. As these organs become overburdened, muscle fatigue and weakness set in. Now, let's examine the two most harmful vitamins when consumed in excess, especially concerning leg strength. First, excess vitamin A. Vitamin A is crucial for various body functions like vision, immunity, and skin health, but an overdose, particularly from supplements, can cause significant harm, including to the leg muscles. As people age, the body struggles to process and eliminate excessive vitamin A, which can build up in the liver and joints. One of the most common signs of vitamin A toxicity is muscle pain, particularly in the legs and lower back, as this excess vitamin causes inflammation in the muscles. This discomfort can sometimes be mistaken for joint or spinal issues. Other symptoms include muscle weakness, difficulty climbing stairs, walking, or getting up after sitting for a long period. Excess vitamin A also interferes with the absorption of other vital minerals such as magnesium and calcium, which are essential for proper muscle function. Without these minerals, muscles become prone to fatigue, cramps, and spasms. Furthermore, the buildup of vitamin A in the liver can impair energy production, weakening muscle function and contributing to a steady decline in mobility and strength. High levels of vitamin A can also cause bone demineralization, especially in weight-bearing areas like the legs and hips, increasing the risk of fractures, particularly in those with conditions like osteopenia or osteoporosis. Therefore, vitamin A supplements should only be taken under medical supervision, with careful attention to dosage. Self-medication is a key factor in these hidden issues, as people often consume high doses of vitamin A in the form of enriched foods or potent supplements, unaware of the risks. A balanced diet, which includes foods like liver, egg yolks, whole milk, carrots, and pumpkins, typically provides sufficient vitamin A, eliminating the need for supplements. When taking supplements, total intake from all sources, including multivitamins, should be closely monitored. Second, excess vitamin D. While vitamin D is often recommended for bone health and immune function, an overabundance, typically from excessive supplementation, can lead to serious consequences, particularly in older adults. Excess vitamin D, also known as hypervitaminosis D, occurs when the body accumulates too much of this fat-soluble vitamin, which is stored in adipose tissues. The result is an increase in blood calcium levels, a condition known as hypercalcemia. Hypercalcemia causes muscle stiffness, burning sensations, cramps, joint pain, and other related symptoms, and disrupts the electrical impulses that control muscle movement. Vitamin D excess also leads to calcification of soft tissues, including muscles and tendons. This can cause stiffness and discomfort in the knees, calves, and thighs, reducing flexibility and making movement more difficult. What should be a protective vitamin instead becomes a source of restriction and pain. Elderly individuals who take high amounts of vitamin D without proper medical guidance are at greater risk of experiencing these issues. In addition, large doses of vitamin D can damage the kidneys, which are responsible for regulating mineral balance in the blood. Poor kidney function leads to the retention of substances that exacerbate leg swelling, edema, muscle pain, and weakness. This creates a vicious cycle. More vitamin D leads to more calcium in the blood, which puts more strain on the kidneys, which in turn worsens muscle problems. Vitamin D supplementation should always be individualized based on lab results and medical advice, as excessive intake can be just as harmful as deficiency. Many people mistakenly believe they are helping their bodies by taking large amounts of vitamin D, but without proper medical oversight, this can lead to significant harm. For leg health, this can result in a gradual loss of mobility and independence. In conclusion, It is essential to consider the potential dangers of excess consumption of certain nutrients, such as vitamin A and vitamin D, as well as the detrimental effects of alcohol, processed meats, and poor dietary habits on leg health. Proper management of these factors, along with a balanced diet and appropriate supplementation under medical supervision, is key to maintaining muscle and joint strength in older age. Subscribing to this channel can help you stay informed and make healthier choices for better well-being and quality of life as you age.